Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
How's life treating you?
Oh, pretty good, I guess. How about you?
Pretty good, I guess.
Well, we're the Pretty Good, I Guess Club.
What's the latest story with your dentists?
I just sent out a barrage of letters last week, and I've gotten 2 calls back now. It's not getting a lot of phone calls, and I told you the other dilemma as far as what to say. And I just got off the phone with a guy who's the manager of this one doctor's deal, and I told him, well, I need to talk to the doctor. And he, friendly enough, said, well, he has me handle everything. So, and I just thought, well, he sounded kind of intelligent, so we discussed it. And then I said, in the world of dentists, when I look at your guys' reviews, your doctor has about a B-.
Yeah.
And that felt pretty good to say. And then he said, well, what can you do? And I told him, well, you can't remove the real reviews, but what we need to do is see what all is wrong, see the severity of the problem, create a strategy on what needs to be done, and you guys can take it and run with it, or we can do it for you, whatever you want to do. I just kind of put it out there. I don't give a shit if you call me or not. You need help.
Right.
And so his next step is he's going to visit with the doctor and call me back, or I'll call him back. So that's where that's at. And I just had another one call 30 minutes ago, and my Magic Jack flipped out on me, so I got to figure out who the hell it was. But other than that, I'm not getting a whole lot of calls, and I've sent out a bunch of letters. I'm like on letter number 4 for most dentists.
How many dentists are you mailing to at once?
That's kind of a weird question because I got 46 in Los Angeles, 39 in San Diego, 18 in the Springs, 13 in Denver, and 23 in San Jose. And they're kind of staggered, for whatever.
Well, that's not that many, really. I mean, you're under 200 total, is that right?
Let's see. There's about 100 there. Yeah, probably. I was just kind of going off of what Costas said. Pick out, 50 or whatever, but I picked out a lot more than 50.
No, I mean, the more of them you get, the more likely you are to get a response. So,
oh, yeah.
So what? Okay, so let's look at it this way. How many letters have been sent, and how many calls have you received?
Let's see. In Los Angeles, there's 46 dentists, and each one of them has gotten 4 letters. So that's 200 and some. In San Diego, we've sent out 3 letters to 39 dentists. So that's roughly 110. So that's 300 and some odd. Colorado Springs, let's see. Send out the 5th follow-up to 17 dentists. So that's 5 letters. That's roughly, 90. Looks like probably 400 to 500 letters, I would say, overall.
And how many calls have you got?
I've got, let's see. I bet I've gotten 8 different calls. Maybe 9.
8 calls, 500 letters. Dang, I don't have my phone on me.
8 divided by 500 is a .016 response. 1.5% response.
1%, that's about right.
1.5%. Is it?
Yeah, 1 to 2% response. Okay, so you got 8 calls. How many of the calls? I mean, in direct mail, it's not uncommon to get 0.5%. But this is a very targeted, and you've got a multi-step follow-up. I think it sounds like even though you're going right after the business owner, that the ones that are calling back are actually screened out. So of the 8, how many of them did you get directly to a dentist?
All but 2.
Okay, so you got 6 direct dentists
Uh-huh.
and 2 assistants.
Right.
And of the 6 dentists, how many of them are kind of in process versus, get lost?
Probably 1. There's just one doctor that called, and all he wants to know if I can get rid of on Yelp. That's all he wants to know. So I haven't called him back for several days, and I'm gonna call him back and tell him the B- thing. But this one here in town, he's been in the middle of remodeling, and I called him 2 weeks ago, and he said, call me a couple more weeks because the remodeling is done. So he's interested, it would appear, but we'll just see how interested. So, and of course, this one today might be interested.
Are you putting local numbers on these?
What do you mean local numbers?
How are they contacting you?
On my just my business line.
Which is what, an 800 number or a local Denver number?
It's a Springs number.
And so you're sending a Colorado Springs number to people in San Diego and LA?
Yes.
That might be one of your mistakes right there.
Really?
Yeah, I probably would have gone to like callfire.com or one of those and put in a local number. Especially California, people are super local minded.
Are they?
More so than in Arizona, yeah.
Huh. Well, I've got a Callfire account, so I can sure do that.
This is a what do they call it? A blue state.
Uh huh.
And is Denver a blue state or a red state?
Blue.
Blue.
Denver is, but when you go south, it's red. So.
Yes, I mean, my experience has been from Arizona to San Diego is that, the blue state mindset tends to be more like, hey, we're all in this together, community kind of thought process.
Uh-huh.
And so when you're not part of the community, you get kind of, I wouldn't say shunned, but you'll get less attention. You're more likely to get overlooked. So I think when you're mailing to California in particular, you probably want to have a local number.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that because the thing I noticed, at least in my area, whenever someone came from out of town to tell you the same thing somebody from in town knew, it seems like the one from out of town is more of an expert just because they're from out of town.
Oh, really?
And
that's funny.
That was the mentality that I used. That's why
That might be is that a quote unquote small town?
Well, that's mostly where I'm from, so probably.
Yeah. So I think that psychology probably is accurate in a small town.
Yeah.
Because yeah, you're from the big city. You've seen and done things that we haven't seen.
Could be. But I'm certainly willing to do that different. So I should have like a San Jose number or a Los Angeles number, or just a.
So if you're doing San Diego, you need a San Diego number. So 619 or 858. I think there's one other area code. Los Angeles, I think it's 7-something. 720. I don't remember, but yeah, I would get a main number in one of those areas. And use those. So what you might try and do is get a new list. How are you getting your list?
I have my VA just put up the dentist, and she looks at them one by one and looks for bad reviews.